I have been on multiple phone calls trying to sort out the insurance for the egg donor coverage, and so that has just turned into a nightmare. Thanks for clicking on Simply Tanika. I am Tanika. If you are new here, welcome. Hit that subscribe button. Let's hang out a while. If you are returning, welcome back. What's up, fertility fam? We gotta do what? Let's get those babies, ladies. Drops fall and the beauty of it all. Hey fam, how are you? This mess is me trying to get my taxes done. And in true child fashion, the puppies were asleep, and now that I've turned this light on and started filming, they're moving around. But we'll go quickly. I'm exhausted, but I'm well. How are you doing? Hopefully you can see me. It's a little shadowy. I'm trying to get this recorded. I will edit tomorrow. It's Wednesday right now, so happy hump day. I know you guys hate that. You're not seeing this until Friday, so it's all good. But I haven't eaten a proper meal today. It started off, I had to have my physical, and they, the doctor was, you know, you don't eat before, so your blood work is fine. Anyway, I've just kind of kept with that trend. I had like some peanuts, and I've had a lot of Diet Coke, so I feel like a little shaky. I'm shaky. Anyway, I have a sandwich, so I'll eat it in a minute. I'm still working. I guess my boss's boss is like, we're working on a deck, and he's like, I want to send it to our CEO tonight. No pressure. So I just hung up with like one of my coworkers, and hopefully we can get this wrapped up by 9. And then I'll make dinner for the girls at 9 and then wrap all of this up. I finished my taxes, which is what all this mess is, and I applied for an apartment. So it's a really, I think it's a long shot because I really want this apartment. I'll just say that, and I'll leave it at that, and I'll leave it up to God and the universe and if the stars align, but always may God's will be done. So that is that. My update, I was going to give you guys a medical update, so let me do that because I can tell I want to ramble. I went for my pelvic sonogram yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, today's Wednesday. Yeah, I went yesterday. Early in the morning, went for that sonogram. First it was a phone visit. That's what it was. I talked to the gene doctor or the genetic counselor. So that was the first one. I sent her over my genetic testing that I had done when I was at RMA. We talked about the possibility of me having the cancer gene because my mom had the peritoneal cancer. So she said, I'm at a low risk, and she wanted to see my mom's genetic testing. Like, they tested her for cancer traits. And so I sent that over to her. So that was on Monday. I sent that over to her yesterday, and then she called me when I was going in for my mammogram. She called me, and she said, I'm good. Like, they did a comprehensive test of my mom, like 36, whatever. And so I don't have the cancer gene. But she explained, like, cancer is part genetic, and because it mutates your genes, right? But it also is, there's a small portion of it that can be hereditary. So but like breast cancer, the peritoneal, which is the epithelial cells, can be. Anyway, I am clear, but I did do my pelvic sonogram yesterday. Alright, just finished with my ultrasound and pelvic and ovarian. It seemed okay, although she found a fibroid that's never been found before, or I should say that it's new, because I had the HSG and the SHG and all those other things, and then I had the surgery where they removed the polyps and there was no fibroid. So now it's super small, she said, and she's like, a lot of women have it, I have it, but it's concerning because I didn't have one before, so, but obviously it's not going to stop me from being pregnant, or implantation, it wouldn't impact. So I kind of talked there with her, but the official results have to come from the gynecologist because she's the one who referred me. So the technician said it's usually like 24 to 48 hours, so I should be getting an email like by tomorrow. So that was fine. then in the afternoon I had to go back for my mammogram. It took 2 hours. I don't know if they were running late or what. My appointment was at 2 and I didn't walk out of there until like 4 or something, and I was on time. So I was actually a little bit early, but I was on time, and so it was a little crazy. The lady spent a lot of time on my right side, but I think she was looking for the pin because that's where I had the biopsy last year, and then I think she wanted to make sure nothing was growing. But she was like, well, what was it that they found? And what, like, I don't know, lady. Like, they did a biopsy, they found nothing. She was like, was it a cyst? And I was like, no. She was like, well, what was it then? I just remember it wasn't a cyst because the doctor, the surgeon, was like very specific about she doesn't biopsy cyst or yada yada. So I remember because we had to go back and forth. And anyway, that was done. Today I did my physical. She did my blood work. I don't think she could do all of the blood work, so she said she would do what she could. Some of the work had already been done by the gynecologist, so once I get the blood work back of what was done today, I'll go back through the list of what Dr. T is asking for, and then I'll obviously cross off what I've already done and then take that paperwork to LabCorp and get the rest of it done. So that's that. I did my rental application. I was prepping for it yesterday because we went to see the apartment yesterday. So I was like, I started gathering, you know, they're going to want your W-2s, yada, yada. I hadn't finished, well, I had finished the taxes, but I hadn't filed them. So I took them, I did a digital filing. It got rejected. And so I'm mailing them tomorrow. So I'm just doing all the printing out. I just, it's saying it doesn't match my AGI, but I think it's because I filed my other taxes late and they haven't seen the 2018, so they're comparing it to a different, either it's 0 or they've like estimated what my AGI is, and so it's not matching. So I'm just gonna mail it and be done with that. I'm all over the place, sorry guys. What else was I saying? So the application, the physical, the blood work. I know what I was gonna say. Not the adoption. You see where my brain is? The egg donor. So I got the forms. There's a lot of forms for the egg donor stuff, and I need to talk to an attorney. They have an attorney, but I used an attorney before when I was doing the sperm donor, known donor, and so I think I want to go with that one just so there's not a relationship between the agency and the lawyer. I don't know. I just get skittish about that. So I need to talk with him. We have to have a donor contract. So she said, you know, I said to the lady, hey, I worked with a different lawyer before. Let me see if he's still available. And she was like, oh, let me know if he's going to do the contract too. So I don't know. I just figured that would be boilerplate, but we'll see. They also want me to do a psych eval, which I wasn't expecting. And then she also said, like, she gave me the blackout dates for the donor, and I said, oh, it's fine. Like, she had December on there. I was like, I hope to be done by November so I can transfer in December. And she was like, they typically take 3 months. So I was like, okay, that's good to know, to level set my expectations. I just have to figure out, like, what that means. If we're not doing the retrieval until December, can I still do a transfer in December, or have to wait till January, or... I still will have benefits in January, but it's a new year and I'll be starting all over with my deductible. So not the end of the world. It's not like I've used up a lot of it because I wasn't here for 4 months, and then I'm back for 3 months, and I'm just now getting to the doctor really. So I'm gonna, and my dental deductible doesn't count towards this. So yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I'm glad we had that conversation, so I'm not like, oh, hopefully we'll do it in November. So it looks like we're targeting December, which is okay. I mean, I knew October was going to be off the table. Like, I was hoping we would sync cycles in October, but maybe now we'll sync in November and we'll do the retrievals in December. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm waiting for the blood work that I took today. Oh, and I did the antibody test, so we'll see if I have COVID antibodies. Which would be interesting if I did, but we'll see. Yeah, that's it. I didn't take a lot of video footage. One, it's COVID and I'm trying not to touch too much stuff, and then two, there's a lot of the places have like signs of not to video people, which I try not to video other people, or I'll like cut it where you only see their feet, but I think they're on to us YouTubers. So yeah, there was just a lot of caution. Both on their side and my side. I figure like pulling my phone out if I've accidentally touched someone since the last time I sanitized, like I just don't want to risk it. So, oh, and I went to the optometrist too. I've had a lot of appointments. I went to the optometrist. I got my prescription. I didn't get glasses there. I had scheduled another appointment to get glasses today at 10:30, but my physical was at 8:30, and I just wanted to get back home, and so I canceled the 10:30. But I figure there's all these like online places, like Warby Parker and some other stuff. I'll try one of the online places. I'm officially old. I'm getting one of those progressive lenses, which is like the new bifocal, so there's no line, but you're but I'm squinting a lot, and I'm like guessing at, based on context, what little tiny print might read. So that is that. But I feel like I made a lot of good progress. I'm just it's getting a little bit overwhelming. So I think I have to find something nice to do for myself on Friday. Like, I'm gonna edit the video Thursday, and then Friday I'm gonna decompress, and maybe Saturday I'll do like an IV, or maybe I'll just stay home if that's less stressful. But I definitely want to decompress and just take it all in. There's a lot going on, and the contract I have, these are all the papers for the egg donor, so I have to go through those and get them back to her by tomorrow night. So, or at least get it started and put my deposit down. I have a meeting with the insurance counselor, like the Optum fertility counselor, tomorrow to go over the egg donor part. That's gonna be the tricky part. Like at Columbia, they managed it all for their patients, but I'm not there anymore, and I didn't do the egg donor, but it's all like one-stop shopping. And here Cher is like, I've got to deal with it, which is fine. It's just it's a learning curve that I've got to get through quite quickly. So we'll sort it out. We'll sort it out. But yeah, so if I can get all that done, figure out where I'm gonna live, and then get that sorted out in October, that might work out anyway. So like I'd be moving like in October 15th, October 25th, something like that, right before elections. Get through elections because work will be crazy, and then sync cycles in November, do the retrieval in December. So I think that works out okay. And then mentally I can prepare for that too. So it gives me more time to take my vitamins, get a little bit of weight down. Yeah, and make sure that I'm like mentally, physically prepared for going the distance. So we will see. Hey fam, how are you? It's official. I've overextended myself. Yeah, I need a little bit of time off. I have been on multiple phone calls trying to sort out the insurance for the egg donor coverage, and so that has just turned into a nightmare, and it's not resolved. I'm waiting for people to call me back tomorrow. Some of them are on the West Coast, some of them are on the East Coast, so hopefully the East Coast people will get back to me in the morning. Yeah, so we'll see. And the apartment, everything looks good. They wanted another bank statement to demonstrate that I could pay the first month's rent and deposit, like that I had it on hand. And then, yeah, that's it. So tomorrow is definitely just, well, I had originally thought I would do nothing fertility or apartment moving related, but whatever I find out from the phone calls, I'll have that. But then definitely this weekend, ladies, Liberty. They're always into something. I forgot what I was saying. But anyway, Saturday, she shall rest. Rest shall be had. Yeah, that's it. I'm feeling a little deflated. Although I just got a nice email from our SVP. They did submit the deck. He did submit the deck to our CEO, which is kind of fancy, and also kind of scary. I did not sleep well last night. Okay, guys. Okay. Yeah, just anxious, I think. So I'm gonna decompress. I did eat well today, so that's good. Probably should drink more water, but you know, one day at a time. So that's it. That's the update. I haven't got my test results back. And I'm trying to keep it all in perspective. Like, I feel a little deflated, but I still have to get all my testing done. Nothing is technically delayed right now, right? It's just a hassle of like getting everything sorted out. So again, if we think about December, we're still on track. So I need to keep it all in perspective and not overwhelm myself. I officially gave my notice for my apartment today, so my last day will be the 25th in this apartment. So it will be exactly 6 years because I moved in on the 25th of October. So whether I get that apartment or another one, we're definitely moving on. But I think it'll be better. We both need our own bathroom, and we just need our own space, especially since we're going to be working. I'm going to be working from home for the foreseeable future, and so just like, this is nice and open and spacious, but I think we need areas of our own, if that makes sense. All right, I will talk to you guys later. How are you ladies doing? What's going on with you? Let me know down below. Talk to you later. Bye. Baby, that's to us all.